I'll be the first to admit it. I was not a fan of Teaspoon as far as X and O's when it came to being a coach. But that dog mentality that her and Kennedy Carter is exactly what's missing in the Chicago Sky right now. I was also somebody that said if Carter is messing up the locker room, then she needs to go. But let's be honest, exactly who she is what this team is missing. It's missing dogs. We hear that term dog all the time in sports, and a lot of people don't understand it. And sometimes it's just a look, sometimes it's a play style, but what a dog is somebody that's not going to let their team just go down without a fight. That's what you seen last year with the Chicago Sky. I seen people say, hey, the Chicago Sky, it was actually Kia Nurse was like, the Sky, they didn't really have a system. They were unpredictable because they didn't even know what they were doing. But it was always a fight. Every team afterwards, the interviews, post-game interviews, they're like, yo, they gave us a fight. Win or lose, the Chicago Sky was known to put up a fight. It was going to be tough. It was going to be rugged. You're going to have some people going back at you. And that's what's missing. And you might say, Angel Reese is on the team. She was a dog, and absolutely, she was a dog and is a dog. But you can't be a dog alone in a team sport. You got to have somebody to come along with you. Tell me what other superstar, what other champions, what other big name players went and won something by themselves. It just doesn't happen in sports. Either you have the great team with the perfect system, camaraderie, and all that stuff, the right piece of right part, or you got 2 or 3 dogs on that team that's going to take you to the prize. And so Angel Reese is sitting right now by herself as somebody that's not going to go down without a fight. Even in the game yesterday, you never seen her quit. You didn't see her give up. No, there was times where it's like, nothing's happening. I'm going to try to make something happen. And I think she got blocked on that possession. But that was just her saying, like, I'm going to go. But the problem is she didn't have that partner, that person that she had last year that was like, they look at each other and like, all right, it's time to turn up. Let's go eat. Let's go try. We're gonna go. We're going to go for it. And that was what that Ken and Barbie thing was built off of being 2 dogs. And they had a coach that would say, okay, it's time for the dogs to go handle business. And she would let them freely. That's why you've seen so many times where there wasn't a play. There wasn't something set up. It's like Kennedy, go at them, and Angel is crashing down if you miss, or if you get trapped, Angel is diving down to be there for you. And we've seen that happen plenty of times last year, and that's that dog thing. Like Teresa Witherspoon was unleashed the dog. She has the same mentality. A lot of times when it comes to coach, your team will take on your personality and your mentality, and that happened last year. And I think that's something that's missing. I don't see that person on the Sky right now. I don't. I know Angel because I've seen it in the last game. I've seen it in a lot of games where it looks like she's forcing the action because everybody else, nobody's hungry, nobody's hunting, nobody's going at the other team's head. So she tries, and when you don't have a dynamic player like Carter that's doing it at the same time as you, it's easy to stop Angel when she's in that, like, okay, I'm going to just give it a go because nobody else is even going after it right now. We're waiting for the play to make something happen. These double high screens, let's hope something happens when Kennedy and Angel last year be like, no, we're going to make it happen. The play could break down. We're not even going to run the play. Let's just go to work. Let's go eat. And that's that dog mentality. And it came a lot from Witherspoon, and it came from who they were before. This ain't nothing new to Angel. It wasn't nothing new to Carter. Carter went out to throw a Team USA when she was still in college and beat them. She's a dog. She was that way. Angel, she had Alexis Morris, who has that dog in her. Don't get it twisted. She got that go. She got that eat mentality. And those two, Angel, their championship year put up 24 and 14. She was hungry. She was a dog. But the difference is being a dog, it's a good point. Being a dog, she knew her physical advantage in college, right? Wasn't too many players bigger than her. Wasn't too many players stronger than her. So she went at it all the time. She said, I'm bigger. I'm stronger. I'm going to use that every time, every possession. That's my advantage, and I'm going to abuse it, right? Same thing with Kennedy Carter. I'm quicker. I got a mid-range jumper. I can finish at the basket. I'm going to use it all the time. And that's what a dog mentality does. Like, no, you're going to get tired of me doing this. I'm going to do it relentlessly because I'm a dog. And nobody's playing like that. Like I was saying, Angel was doing it in college. Ken has done it anywhere and everywhere she's been. That's just that play style. It's like, yo, when all else fails, I can go eat. And there's not that. I don't see that player on the Sky right now. I don't. I see Ariel Atkins with the skill set to affect the game, the skill set to go put up a 30-point game. The skill set is there for Ariel. I don't know if she has that bark in her. She played what? 20. I actually have it pulled up. She played, I think, like 30 minutes. What is this popping up? She played 28 minutes. 4 points. She put up 11 attempts, but like that, where did she put up any free throws? Like, where's that hunger? Like, yo, nobody else on the team is putting up anything. 11 attempts, they ain't gonna do it. You've done, look, 14, 15, 15. In the biggest game, you don't have, you know this is a big game. You know what's is going to be attached to this game. Like, you know this game is going to be the Angel Reese game versus the Fever game. You kind of know that. So if you a dog, if you were the top dog on the team, you got to go out for her and go to work. We've seen how much the Sky would rally when they played the Fever last year. Everybody was on their A game. I think Angel's big game when she had 24 and 15, something like that. Camilla had like 16 and 10. Everybody came along. Kennedy went to work that game as well because they knew what that game meant and what that game was. So yeah, 11 attempts. Nobody on the score or nobody on the team was in double figures. You got to be that dog and be like, no. I'm about to go get 20. You gonna get 20 from me. The Fever don't even have a defensive player. Lexi Hole? You a champ and you going at Lexi Hole? And even if that's the case, hey, this system ain't working, Ty. We doing all these screens. We're not getting mismatches. Let me call a pick and roll and get Natasha Howard on a 1-on-1 and see if I can cook her. Let me see if that's gonna work better for me. Or let me do a small to small pick and roll and see if I can get Ari McDonald's on me. She's small. I might be able to back her down, shoot a jumper over her. Whatever. I'm going for it. Our team is nobody scoring on our team. I don't know if anybody made more than 3 field goals in the whole game yesterday. But that's that dog thing. And the problem with Angel being alone with the dog mentality is you can't. She's not Kobe. There's not a Kobe. There's not a Jordan without. There's not a Kobe without Shaq or without Paul Gasol. There's not a Mike without Pippen, without Luke Long. The dog always has to have somebody else in the kennel with them. It has to be multiple people with the same mindset to go and take over. I keep saying the wrong word. It's going to get me in trouble on YouTube. But you got to have that teammate that's willing to go there with you, and that's what's missing. So she can't be in my dog mode, and nobody else is doing that. Everybody else is like waiting for the perfect play call to make something happen. When she's like, let's just go make it happen. The plays ain't working. Let's use our advantage. If Angel had Camilla's height, if Angel was 6'7" and had a height advantage, I guarantee you she would use that 12, 15 times a game. I'm just trying to be taller than you. I'm doing a high hook shot, a jump hook. I'm banging. I'm going to get 2 offensive fouls being super aggressive because I'm 6'7", 250, whatever Camilla is. And that's what, if I think we all can agree, if we can put Angel's mentality, her effort inside of Camilla, boy, oh boy. And it's not a knock on Camilla. That's just to show the mentality of like, yo, I'm not knocking her, but you 6'7", nobody else on the other team is over 6'5". And I know, the plays are getting called for. No, sometimes you go in there and you demand it. And you get 3, I seen Shaq say this, you get 3 offensive 3 seconds in the key in a row until your team pass you the ball. Seal the other player's center under the basket and make your team pass it, or we're going to get a turnover every time. That's a dog mentality. I've seen Shaq say that before. So it's just, I think that identity of the team is missing. People got to be hungry. Even with the players from last year, a lot of them were playing for pride and playing for their next team. So when they got in there, you seen people selfishly going after it. But it looks like this team, everybody's so comfortable in it's just a team full of role players. And it seems like I seen it on the court the last game. I think that's when Natasha Howard blocked her. Angel got the ball and was like, man, we about to run the same old crap. Let me try to go do something different. Because just running these plays, these picks, hoping that somebody gets open enough for a shot wasn't working. So a dog is going to be like, hey, coach, a perfect example is Gary Payton Shaq saying, yo, we breaking the huddle, and Pat Riley is saying, this is the play we're going to run. GP's like, man, forget what he talking about. I'm about to get you the ball, Shaq. Like, that's the type of players you need, and especially on a team like this. But there is nobody like that. I don't see that in anybody.